Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rukaha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So this your brother Shopper, man. So I was listening to, I think, Elder Yashawamba earlier, and he was going into how all of a sudden the new thing now is Jake standing up saying that they want all that the Apostle Paul was sent to all nations and this and that and it makes no sense, man. All these other nations, they had their time to rule, they had their time oppressing us, and yeah, you might have had this Jake or that Jake get a little position of authority in their kingdom or whatever. But for the most part, they don't give a fuck about us, man. The Asians at the nail salon, I seen the one chick was talk about her daughter, the Asian lady, while she in the nail salon with a 14-year-old daughter. The daughter over there and the Asian lady is video chatting with an old man that's talk thumbs up or whatever for, like they try to get ready to kidnap the little girl. The Arabs in the stores, they don't give a fuck about you. They'll sell you pork. They won't sell their people pork. They'll sell you pork, though. They don't care. You ain't spending no money. Get out my store. So none of these other nations care about us, but Jake ain't trying to hear it. And Jake trying to be equal with the heathen. Jake want to be equal with the heathen. Jake is a fucking mess. Jake want to forsake the covenant to be equal with the heathen. 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and 5. As for me, O Father, I call upon thee for a witness over the mother of these children which would not keep my covenant, that thou bring them to confusion, and their mother to a spoil, that there may be no offspring of them. Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant. Yeah, Jake threw away the covenant, but then the punishment, Jake loved it. Jake loved the punishment. Jake loved being scattered among the heathen. Jake loved it. Jake want to be just like him. Jake fighting for the heathen to bring the heathen into the covenant. Jake said, fuck the covenant, but if the covenant is good, it's for all the heathen too. I don't get it. Jake is a fucking mess, man. Jake is a mess. Jake is a mess. Jake been study throwing the covenant away, study thumbing their nose at the Lord. But meanwhile, want to bring the heathen into the covenant. Fucking amazing. It's amazing. My peoples is amazing. Excuse me, Salaki. Let's go 2nd Chronicles chapter. Yeah, all over the place. All over the place. 33 and 8. 2nd Chronicles 33 and 8. Neither will I any more remove the foot of Israel out of the land which I have appointed for our fathers, so that they may take heed to do all that I have commanded them according to the whole law and the statutes and the ordinances by the hand of Moses. So Mahasseth made Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem to err, and to do worse than the heathen, whom the Lord had destroyed before the children of Israel. This is what Israel been doing, man. Israel, you tell Israel don't go behind this whole Christmas thing. Israel, you go to the scripture and you show them. You go to the scripture and you show them. Jeremiah 10 and 2. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Do what? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and work to the axe. Salakia. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver, with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, and move not. And so now you tell them that they say, oh, it's not talking about Christmas. Well, this Christmas thing is not new. This follows a custom. It was a custom that they was doing where they was worshiping a pagan god, and bringing a tree in, was ushering in a god of life or some shit like that. This is nothing new. This but you tell our people they not gonna stop celebrating Christmas. They not gonna celebrate Christmas. They not trying to listen. Jake, don't Jake, stop doing. We not listening. We not listen. Well, you know Christmas is a pagan holiday and this and this and that. We not listening. Jake, well, the law, statutes, commandments was only given to Israel. The Bible is only for the Israelites. Salvation in the kingdom is only for the Israelites. Yeah, the other nations will be there, but they not gonna be equal. We not listening. We not we not listening. We not listening. We not listening. That's what you get from our people. You not listening. We believe in the Bible, but we not listening. We not listening. We not listening. Psalms 106 and yeah, let's go straight to it. 34. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. This is what we did. All over the scriptures. This is what we did. We learned, we mingled among the heathen and learned their works. This is what we did all over the scriptures. And ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's Jake. Jake still want to do like everybody else. Jake still want to do like everybody else. Ezekiel 16 and 25. Thou hast built thy high place at every head of the way, and hast made thy beauty to be abhorred, and has opened thy feet to every one that passeth by, and multiplied thy whoredom. Yeah, everybody that we went into captivity under. You got Muslims, you got heads talk about they Kemet, you got heads being everything except Israelites. Nobody wants to be an Israelite. They want to be everything else. A Christian think that got something to do with the Bible. Christianity ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. Nothing at all. 26. Thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors. We still got niggas calling themselves Kemet to this day. Great of flesh, and has increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. Behold, therefore, I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thy ordinary food, and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, and delivered them unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughter of the Philistines, Hamites, which are ashamed of thy lewd way. Eh, this Jake. This Jake. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down to I ain't gonna make it. Let's go to 47. Yet, Ezekiel 16 and 47. Yet hast thou not walked after their ways, nor done after their abominations, but as if that were a very little thing, thou was corrupted more than they in all thy ways. We corrupted more than them. We get around these other nations and we corrupted more than them. And so then, when it come time to talk about the kingdom, Jake, like, we gonna bring the corrupt nations into the, okay, if Israel got punished for going after the other gods of the other nations, how you gonna try to bring the other nations that still worshiping and praising they gods, calling on the other gods, into the kingdom with us? Like, they gonna get equal billing. They still going off. Oh, the whole nation of Israel. When that's a fucking lie. How you got the scriptures? The apostles was Israelites. It was people that believed in Yahweh Shai. Everybody didn't go, but Israel was punished as a nation, and all them other nations gonna get punished as a nation. But Israel ain't trying to hear it. Israel ain't trying to listen. They not trying to listen. Israel not trying to listen, man. They not trying to listen. They not trying to listen. They not trying to listen. They not trying to listen to the scriptures. They don't care. They is not trying to listen. 52, Ezekiel 16 and 52. Thou also, which hast judged thy sisters, bear thine own shame for thy sins, that thou hast committed more abominable than they. They are more righteous than thou. Yea, by thou confined be thou confounded also, and bear thy shame, in that thou hast justified thy sister. When I shall bring again their captivity, the captivity of Sodom and her daughters, and the captivity of Samaria and her daughters, then will I bring again the captive of thy captives in the midst of them. Yeah, these heads ain't going, they going off, man. These other nations is going off, and Jake fighting for the other nations harder than he fighting for the nation of Israel. The head leave a camp, and the head is just going off, man. Head just going off, and it's annoying. I was listening to Elder Yashawamba, man. It was look. Listen to the frustration in Elder Yashawamba voice, real quick. Listen to the frustration in the elder voice. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, it's like I want to put hands on you niggas, man. But you gotta remain spiritual. But I'm getting tired of you niggas, man. Okay? I'm getting tired of you niggas, man. All right? You just had a few fallouts. Leave GMS to go and teach hell, and that heathen can be saved. It's a goddamn shame, man. A lot of you are trying to trim your way to seek love because you're scared of what.
See? Yeah. This is the Yashawamba. The frustration, man. Cause Jake it's amazing. it's amazing. Jeremiah 2 and 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Yeah. Like they had one like they can't imagine or fathom being in rulership. That all of the other nations, that we gonna be a righteous nation and all the nations gonna have to serve us. Like, that's too much for our people to think, man. That's too high of a thought for our people, man. That's too high man. That's too high. Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. Yeah. Jake done perfected the wicked shit that the other nations was doing first. Jake done perfected it. Jake done went in there and Jake done perfected all the wickedness, man. And then in learning wickedness from the other nations, Jake fighting to save the other nations. You can't make this up. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. I'm sitting back and I'm watching shit and I'm like, yo, I just can't I can't understand it. I can't understand it. I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled. I'm puzzled. Let's go Hosea 2 and 4. And I will not have mercy upon her children, for they be the children of whoredoms. For their mother have played the harlot. She that conceived them have done shamefully. For she said, I will go after my lovers that give me my bread and my water, my wool and my flax, my oil and my drink. Therefore, behold, I will hedge up thy way with thorns and make a wall, and she shall not find her path. Talk about the Israelites, because Israel get caught up in being in captivity, just like they were saying to Moses in the desert. Yo, you brought us out here in the desert to die, Moses. We could have stayed back there with Pharaoh. Our people love being with the heathen. They love it. They love captivity. They love it. They love going to the store buying fucking GMO food for all kinds of astronomical prices. They love it. They love not being able to drink the water, trust the things that you eat. Can't breathe the air without getting all stuffed up, clogged up, and all of this. They love this shit. Hosea 2:7. And she shall follow after her lovers, but she shall not overtake them. She shall seek them, but shall not find them. Then shall she say, I will go and return to my first husband, for then was it better with me than now. Yeah, Israel ain't thinking about that. Israel not thinking about the fact that you going after all these other gods, all these other nations, following after their ways, following after their customs, and then you wonder why you suffering. You wonder why you suffering. You wonder why you suffering then. Wisdom of Solomon 15:14. And all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish, and are more miserable than very babes. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods. Say what? For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods, which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle. And as for their feet, they are slow. We going after all of this stuff. We going after all of this stuff. 17. For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands, for he himself is better than the things which he worship. For he himself is better than the things which he worshiped, whereas he lived once, but they never. We going off, man. We going off, man. We going off. Israel not listening. Israel not just following behind the customs of the heathen and worshiping the heathen. Jake can't even think about the kingdom without the heathen being part rulership in it. I can't understand it. So with that one, man, we gonna close out. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. Remain spiritual out there. Times is getting rough, man. Times is getting rough. Wake up, Jacob. Shalom.